For real. Maybe I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Maybe I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way.
Well, hello and thank you for joining me today. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, a big warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me here today. Slightly different video for you today. I'm doing a Q&A, which is a 21 questions, all related to perfume. I was tagged by the lovely Gabby AKA The Fragrantician to do this video, and this tag was started by Tarynessence. Sorry Taryn, don't want to butcher your name. Tarynessence and SmellySweed here on YouTube. I will link all of their channels down below. So I might sort of be looking down at the questions, so hopefully that won't throw you off. So without further ado, let's get into these questions. So the first one is, have you been to school for perfumery? Very quick answer to that, no. And I'm sure you can tell that by my videos because I'm not professional. I can't recognise some notes I can, some notes I can't. The way I describe perfumes is just what comes to my mind, what the perfume makes me feel, how I would describe it if I was chatting to my friends. I've got no formal training whatsoever. Do you consider yourself addicted to perfume stroke fragrances? Yes, I will have to say yes. I've got quite an addictive personality in terms of if I like something, I always get a lot of it. So for example, makeup, I have tons of makeup. Ugg boots, I love Ugg boots, and I've got pairs in like all colours, all styles. Handbags, don't ask me how many handbags, things like that. When I like something, I like it hard. Oops. You know what I mean? I go hard for it. I love it. So yeah, I am definitely addicted to perfumes, without a doubt. Next question. What is the first fragrance you purchased with your own money? So I would say that would be probably something by Cacharel, which is probably the it perfume of the time. Was a perfume called Anais, but everybody in London used to call it Anais. Typical London, Anais. No, the correct pronunciation is Anais. It was a French perfume, but it was very flowery, very floral, very light, very girly. Something I would probably not wear now, but at the time I think I saved up my pocket money for months to be able to purchase that perfume. Also along with that, I think either at the same time or quite soon after, I bought Yves Saint Laurent Paris. There was just a perfume called Paris. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it. Again, probably wouldn't wear that one now, but yeah, those were the first perfumes I actually purchased with my own hard-earned money. So, next one. What fragrance can't you stand the smell of? I would probably say it would have to be Poison by Dior, and I mean the original, the very first Poison that came out. I remember it very well. It was like a black juice, I think, in like a dark green bottle or something like that. And I used to work quite close to Selfridges, and I remember the launch of that perfume, and I went in there, I was dying to smell it, and it just gave me the worst headache. It was so headache inducing, but because it was the perfume to have, I didn't care. I still bought it and I still wore it, but it gave me terrible headaches. I could not wear it without getting a headache. So eventually I couldn't stomach it anymore, and I think I gave it away. But yeah, I think that's the worst one. And Calvin Klein's Obsession, that does the same thing to me too. So yeah. Next question. What is your favourite food? Hands down, it's got to be Caribbean food. I am of Caribbean descent, so my dad is Jamaican, and I love traveling to the Caribbean as well, especially Barbados, and I love the food there. I grew up on Caribbean food. My mum was a great cook of it. She doesn't cook so much now, do you, Mum? But yeah, hint, hint, Mum. And if I do say so myself, I'm pretty good at cooking it as well. I do like other stuff too. I like Italian, I like a bit of Malaysian, I like Thai food, Indian when the mood takes me. So yeah, quite diverse, but I don't think you can beat Caribbean food for sure. What else? Do you prefer sweet, salty or mild spicy? I like sweet and salty popcorn, that's for sure, but if I was eating like, you know, savoury food, then yeah, I would say that I would choose spicy food, I guess. It has to be flavoursome. I can't have food without seasoning. Please never give me a piece of meat that's just white with no seasoning on it. There has to be something on it to give it a bit of flavour. So yeah, definitely. Next question, what is the last fragrance you purchased? And I have it here. It's this one. This is Olympia Legend. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is a bottle I've already got, and I actually purchased a backup. As you can see, I've not even opened it yet, but the reason I bought it is because I saw it at a really good price and I thought, yep, I love it, I'm going to get it. I run through this really quickly. The reason it's gorgeous. The reason I love this, let me make this my scent of the day. The reason I love this is because there is an amazing plum note in here that's so prominent. It's just so stunning. I love it, and it's quite a unique fragrance actually. It's nothing like the original Olympia, and it's nothing like Olympia Intense. I do love Olympia Intense, but I do love this one as well. Yeah, it's a bit more fruitier. As I say, that plum note is amazing in this. If you haven't tried it, get your nose on it. What fragrance are you thinking of buying but haven't gotten around to yet? I've got an extensive wish list, but I think a prominent one that I keep humming and hawing about and going back and forth on is Tom Ford's Rose Prick. Yeah, I think I really do want that one, but I just haven't got round to getting it yet. And the other one is Amouage Sunshine Man. I've wanted that one for ages, and I think I'm going to bite the bullet, because come next summer I would like to rock that fragrance because it is beautiful. I don't tend to buy a lot of men's fragrances, if I'm honest, but that Sunshine Man, that is one that I definitely want to add to my perfume stash for sure. Question, do you have a dream fragrance but you think is too expensive? That's subjective, isn't it? I really do want to get Baccarat Rouge, the Extrait version. I do think it's expensive, but will I buy it? Most likely. It's not the highest on my wish list, but yeah, that is probably one that I do want to get, but I think it's a little bit pricey. And also one of the Fragrance du Bois fragrances, Oud for Greatness. I want to try that as well. And do you like it? So I think my cheapest one is this. This is Beyonce Heat. I think it's a flanker of, I think it might have orchid in it or something like that. Do I like it? I think I like it. I don't reach for it a lot, but let me remind myself. Yeah, I do like it. It's fruity, it's floral, it's playful, it's quite light, it's quite generic, nothing not to like, it's unoffensive or inoffensive, but yeah, quite a nice bottle. I like the colour. Yeah, that's my cheapest one. Okay, which fragrance is the most expensive you own? That would probably be either Delina Exclusive or Lost Cherry, one of the Tom Ford private blends. Yeah, Does your partner wear fragrance, and is there one that he doesn't like on you? Okay, there's a very quick answer to this. I don't care if anyone doesn't like the fragrances I wear. Her Majesty the Queen could be standing in front of me, and even if she didn't like my perfume, I'm still wearing it because I wear my perfumes for myself. So I hope that answers that one. Is it common or rare for people to wear fragrances in your area? In my area, I live in London, so yes, people do wear perfumes a lot in London. Does everybody have a big perfume collection? I really don't know, but from personal experience, most people have 1 or 2 or 3 bottles of perfume maybe, and they rotate between those. I wouldn't say it's common for people to have huge collections, although I think perfume's becoming quite prominent now, isn't it, with all the advertising and then people on YouTube and, you know, social media. So I think it's becoming more popular. Do you prefer tea or coffee? I'm British, come on, it's got to be a good old cup of tea, isn't it? Tea, hands down. I do like a coffee though. I do love a Starbucks. I like eggnog latte out of Starbucks, which is their Christmas drink, one of their Christmas drinks. I do love that. But if I had to choose tea or coffee, give me a Builder's Brew any day. And if you're not from the UK, you might not know what a Builder's Brew is, but it's a really strong cup of tea with just a little dash of milk. So I can't take no milky dishwater tea. It has to be strong, it has to be brewed properly, and it has to be a decent tea bag, you know, not your Co-op brand or your Sainsbury's brand. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I like my real strong proper cup of tea. So yeah. Next one. Do you wear fragrances that are marketed to the opposite sex? Well, I did say that I want Sunshine Man, so I would have to say yes to that, although I don't currently have any male fragrances in my collection. I might have a few unisex ones, but no dedicated male ones. But that's not because I wouldn't wear them. There just isn't one that stands out to me that I particularly want at this present moment in time. Okay, so we're on the last question, which is, do you wear your fragrances for yourself or to receive compliments? And I think I've already answered that. Definitely wear them for myself. I am not adverse to getting some compliments. It's nice when people say you smell nice, but no, ultimately I wear my perfumes for myself. I'm not too fussed if anyone else doesn't like them, as long as I'm not smelling of BO or smelling some funky janky kind of smell, which some people do when you're on the train traveling into London. We all know that sort of smell. As long as I'm not smelling like that, then it's win-win in my book anyway. So yeah, that concludes the 21 questions. Thank you if you've managed to stick with me this far. I hope everyone is safe and well. I hope you all enjoy Christmas and get to spend time with your family. I know we're in tier 4 now here in London, which means there are a lot of restrictions. But, you know, at the end of the day, there's so much to be thankful for if you've got your friends, your family, your health. That's the most important thing. So thanks again for watching. I would love it if you could leave me a comment, or if you've got any other questions, leave them back down below. Like, subscribe, and until next time, thanks very much.